Discord. Where's... Oh! Use the browser, that's cool.
Can't be bothered to download shit.
Yeah, it looks like you have a lot of apps.
Yeah,
exactly. I didn't even know I had a tabletop server. Hey, Bronny.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going alright, getting used to, Sweetie's setup.
I have pickles and green tea.
Gross.
It's pretty gross.
I greatly enjoy both of these snacks.
Yes, but together sounds gross.
Yes. And I don't even like one of those things.
How could you not like pickles? Pickles are amazing.
I love pickles. Don't like green tea. You know that. Oh, look. It's already streaming. Oh, wait. Is it live already?
It's not live.
No.
Oh, wait, it is. Oh, look at that.
I guess
Oh, yeah, and people are saying hi.
Guess we're here early. All right.
I blame her.
Lately I've noticed it does that with brownies too. That immediately when I start streaming, it's like because there's supposed to be a go live button right there.
Theoretically.
Maybe they updated it and they don't do that.
They changed it.
Oh, did they?
Oh,
yeah, they changed it. Now what you have to do is you have to go to schedule a stream, and apparently yesterday I simulcasted like on 2 different streams the same thing. Because it had defaulted to use the same stream key as the previous stream. So
yeah.
I don't even understand. I still got to look into it, find out what happened.
No, yeah, it does that. You have to change it. Otherwise, it's just going to default to what it did last.
Well, shoot, I thought I had time to eat these pickles, but
you can eat them.
Eat your pickles, sir.
Nothing's really happening.
Okay.
How do you paste it?
Yep. So what are we working on?
Shortcut keys like
week?
A boss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're still working on Twilight Sparkle, but real quick, I'm gonna tweet stuff because that's what we do. That's what I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
We should get in a better habit of doing all that before.
Well, we were going to, Dingus. If you were paying attention, we didn't know we were streaming ahead of time.
Okay.
Yep. You call me a dingus, you dingus. I'll dingus your dingus.
Pay attention so I don't have to tell you things that you were present for.
I will do whatever the heck I want.
If you're not going to pay attention, then at least don't criticize things that you're not paying attention to.
Boys and girls. Boys and girls. I said girls, Bronny.
I'm so ignorant about everything on purpose you won't even be able to comprehend it.
You mean like how you fail at the English language when you're tired?
Oh my god. Can you guys stop having your peeing contests? Jesus.
We have fun here.
So, Sweetie has been so generous as to let me borrow her laptop for the stream this week because my laptop was crashing pretty hard last night and decided I don't want to work today either. So, I don't know what we're going to do about that.
Well, Emily Maloney and Iris P95 say hi.
Hi.
Yo.
Let's see here. I'm gonna tweet the stream as well.
I'm trying to tweet it. Why does my phone not let me paste? You're just supposed to be able to do this.
Yeah.
But you can't do it. My phone's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? I don't care if it's backwards.
Alright. Done. I've tweeted it.
Why did there sound like there was another... Oh, is it from your...
Oh, probably my iPad. I thought I turned that thing off.
I was like, wait a minute, you're on your phone, I'm on my phone, why did I hear something behind me? Okay.
I don't know. I don't know half of what's going on. Oh, Spencer did that for me last week, isn't that fun?
Did what now?
He posted in his channel for me that I was streaming. And I'm like, oh, I usually do that.
Emily says, I just started school this week and I got culinary. Hey, that's cool.
Are you starting online school or in-person school? Because people are doing one or the other.
Most stuff is online these days, although some majors, like, you just can't. Like, I'm looking into it for my... Yeah, it's like vet tech stuff, for instance. It's like, no, at some point you'll have to do it in person.
I say give it about 20 years, and we should be able to have like surgery classes online.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Not
Where
unless
we remote control all the machines.
And how are
through the
you,
comfort
as
of
every
your home.
student, going to be able to afford that, Brony? They can barely afford tuition.
I have no idea.
Exactly.
We'll find a way. This is why you got to vote for me for president.
Oh, great.
Uh-huh.
It's okay, Heather. You don't have to be first lady. I'll get a different first lady. Sweetie, you want to be the first lady?
Hell no.
You big whore. I told you he was a whore.
Would you like to be my vice president?
I'll think about that one. If it's
we'll do
a
the
choice
whole-
between the two, I'll take vice president.
Knife, this isn't
We'll
a
do the
pillow,
whole.
this is
We'll do the.
crochet.
Oh God, who did? It was Lincoln. Lincoln did the whole thing where he had an opponent be his running mate.
Well, the one thing I like learning through Hamilton, because I clearly didn't learn this in history class, is that the person who comes in second was vice president for like the first couple.
Oh, that.
Like Aaron Burr was vice president to Jefferson because he came in second. And I think that's amazing. I'm like, we need to bring that back because that sort of, I feel like that will force people who hate each other to work together, and I think our country would be stronger that way. But
Sounds like hell, honestly.
it would be great, though. I mean, it'd be a personal hell for them, but I feel like them forcing each other to work together would actually solve more problems.
Well, if it comes to torturing politicians, I'm all for it.
Exactly.
Because I do not want politician to be a job that people want to have.
Exactly.
But then who's going to do
Because
it?
that's how you get all the problems.
The
you
people
got
who want the
is-
money.
Yeah, but
And the
before we find out, before we do go back to that, I want to find out why they got rid of it. That's what. 'Cause
According to Hamilton, it was actually Jefferson himself who was like, F that, and pushed to get rid of that.
Interesting.
Now,
But,
I say-
yeah, still, I want to.
Yeah,
I don't know
you
why.
may want to look up more concrete evidence then. Well, there was a line in Hamilton where he goes, like, basically, there's the song of the 1800, the election of 1800. And at the end, Burr's like, I look forward to our partnership. Jefferson goes, our partnership? It's like, as your vice president. Ha! Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man, openly campaigns against me. Talk about, I look forward to our partnership. And Madison goes, it is strange that the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president. Jefferson goes, oh, you know what? We can change that. You know why? Because I'm the president.
Mm.
So, according to Hamilton, Jefferson was like, I'm done with working with Aaron Burr.
Well, I got a whole lot of stuff to look up now then.
Yes.
All right, so Buckin wants to know if Sweetie knows what happened to my hand, and I think we got a pretty good handle on the situation.
Ha ha ha, but yes, Heather was, her cell phone wasn't working in the hospital, but she tweeted, private messaged me about it while it was going down.
Yeah.
So, yes, I got
Thanks, T-Mobile.
Well, it's honestly hospitals in general. They have terrible reception.
Which, yeah, I'm hearing everyone's having that problem. So I'm not as mad, but I'm still pretty mad.
Mm-hmm. Megan says she's still jobless but had Chinese for dinner.
Yay!
The small victories.
Small victories, yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bootleg Bard says, howdy all, the living boot is here. How's it going, Bootleg?
So,
Battleship Agincourt wants to know the topic of tonight's discussion.
We don't really have topics.
yeah, I feel like that happened the last time we streamed. It's like, what's the topic? It's like, when did we start having topics?
Do you guys think this is a professional thing? It's like, you're getting paid for it, Heather. Step it up.
We're going to need to have topics, all right.
The topic is always chaos.
The
Trade
topic
relations with
look
China.
At Twilight's weird face.
It's
God,
not-
she looks like a melted pancake.
It's not as weird as the fact that her wings are a different color.
I mean,
Eh.
isn't that the whole point of pancakes is that they are technically melted?
I don't know.
I mean, they're not exactly melted.
This man
Strictly
made
speaking.
me pancakes, and he finally got them right when I was
Yay!
He didn't
I
use-
suck at pancakes.
visiting. He didn't use salty butter.
I suck at pancakes because I suck at flipping things.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, things that require flipping. I know.
I know how to fix this, sweetie. We're gonna get you over here, and for 2 weeks, I'm gonna teach you how to do a backflip.
Hell no. I'm gonna
That's-
break my
and
back.
You gonna translate that to pancakes?
Yes, it is extremely compatible.
Not really, no.
How dare you contradict me?
I contradict you. I contradict you most of the time, to be fair.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's true.
I feel like he's gonna try and teach you a backflip, then he's gonna put out his own back.
Probably. That's probably exactly
That's
what's going to
just-
happen. We're
that's
going to
just
take
our
you to the
luck.
hospital because you're like, here, sweetie, do this. And you break your back. And we're like, God damn it, Bronny.
And when you get,
Every
and
time.
If you're good at backflips like me, you can start doing them with your cold steel heavy duty sword cane with the blade out like this. Oh God, my hand!
It was just so funny because I was like, how did he cut his hand? And in my head, I'm going, I bet he was showing off for his friends and did something stupid. And Heather's like, so he was showing off for his friends and he did something stupid. I'm like, God damn it.
Like, no, I'm surprised you
I
didn't
have
think
a
yourself,
friend
like, how did he
who
cut his
only
hand?
has
It was
a
on a
left
sword,
hand.
wasn't it? And I
And
go,
he's
it was on a
having trouble
sword!
Yeah, it
cutting
was
the
a sword.
target with his left hand. So I said, okay, I will show you how to do it with your left hand. And to be fair, I did it with my left hand.
The only thing I wouldn't have been able to predict was the left-handed part, but I'm like, let me see. If I were to guess, how did Bronny cut up his hand? He was doing something show-offy with a sword.
If it was gonna be with anything, it was gonna be with
It was gonna be with
It
sword.
was
It was gonna be with anything.
There's a difference.
Yeah, sure. I don't think it counts as instruction if the end of the class is the teacher being taken to the hospital.
I don't know, some classes aren't like that. You ever been
Not
to
good
woodshop?
ones.
I guess woodshop's no good.
Not if the teacher is the one saying this is how to do it safely and then ends up in the hospital.
Fun stuff. He felt so sad at the time.
No, I'm
Should've
sure. I'm
seen
just
it.
giving him shit now that it's over. That was the
Now
thing.
that it's over, you're
now
not
that it's
dead,
over.
so we can joke
So we
about
can.
it.
That is exactly it. I'm like, hold
Yeah,
off on
it's
joking
over,
about it
it's
until
over,
he's
and I have
a little
beautiful
better.
scar on my left hand. I do prefer it when my scars actually have cool stories behind them. This is just me forgetting to put a hand behind my back like an idiot.
I had to talk to my sister, Natasha, my little sister, about what she used on her C-section scars so we could put that on his hand. Because her C-section scars were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to the pharmacy today, and I thought I was going to a Walgreens, but turned out to be a CVS, and they don't carry that particular brand. So I went to the pharmacy and I told them the story of what happened and what you would suggest to me and why, and they said, okay, that's cool. It all does the same thing. It's all made of the same stuff. Just get anything that says scar treatment on it. So I did. Stuff is expensive.
Yeah, because it's for vanity.
Yeah, it was ranging between $20 and $45. All these different stuff.
Yup.
And my sister will pay that much
Yeah.
for vanity.
That's the thing,
Yep.
when Heather was talking, I'm like, yeah, that's gonna require money that I don't give enough of a crap about for my leg, because no one gives a crap.
And you wear pants all the time.
I wear pants all the time, plus, like, it's like, I was never gonna be a leg model, why should I care? Bucket asks, could you do a handstand, Brawny? Not right now, he can't.
He's getting those
I
taken
could
out
do
soon,
it-
but
I
yes,
could
I would
do it
like
on
it if
my
we
left.
waited.
Wait a little bit before we do that.
Actually, no, I can't do it on my left. I got a busted rotator cuff on that.
Yeah, no.
Just no in general.
Yes, no in general.
Once I get the stitches out of this thing, which might be tomorrow, by the way,
Cool.
I'll go back to doing handstand push-ups. Let's see here.
God, I
can do
worked
10.
out with them. I don't like it, purely because it's outside. Who works out outside?
Well, people
Yeah, that
with,
was-
like,
That
normal,
was something.
in normal temperatures, which you do not live in, Brawny. What is wrong with you?
None of us live it.
Like,
I
I'd
don't
work out
have
outside in
an
California.
indoor
Not here,
I don't
not
have an
there.
indoor facility yet, sweetie.
Gross. That's exactly why I'm not working out, is because I'm like, I can't go to the gyms, and hell no am I not going out in that furnace.
Yeah, even our apartment's
with
pretty
Arizona,
hot, but
I
I
don't
have to
blame
put
you.
up with it.
I
Mhm.
took
Well,
a
is it
step
cold right now?
outside of Arizona
Yeah,
and was
the air
instantly
conditioning started working
dehydrated.
last night.
Isn't that weird?
At the very least in Florida, it gets so humid that you cannot get dehydrated. Well, I shouldn't say cannot, but it's going to happen a lot slower. You get dehydrated.
Do you like my nails?
Oh, very cute.
Yeah, I picked up this new glitter.
Nice.
So we got some chat here. Clayton says it's his birthday today, so happy
happy
birthday!
birthday!
Happy birthday.
And he wants to know how Sweetie and Heather are doing.
Oh, we're pulling it together. Have a big important meeting. Like we're short-staffed at work again. Fun stuff. So we're gonna have a big meeting on Monday. I don't know what's happening.
Is the meeting gonna be? You're finally shutting down because so many people are getting sick?
Well, funny thing, our last human resource. I say last because while I was over vacation, our human resource officer quit. And now we got a new one.
I'm sorry. Oh, you got a new one. Okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but it's funny.
It is though, because she was receiving some heat. Because like COVID's pretty hard to deal with in that part. And she had said though in our last meeting that I'm like, hey, how many COVID cases would we have to get to like be like, okay, maybe we should shut down? And she goes like, oh, I wouldn't worry about it. And this was when we were like at 2. She'd be like, I think we'd have to wait until we got to the double digits and then we'll talk about it. But I don't know. There's 4 now. There's 4. So I don't know. If anything, I'm wondering if we're gonna go to part-time hours again.
Maybe.
I'm just not 100% sure if I'd be paid full-time again. Hard to say. So I'll keep you up to date on that. But short-staffed at the moment, and I'm not sure what management's gonna say.
Fair enough. We'll see.
Maybe I'm gonna get longer hours.
Yeah, I mean I'm like, you say you're short-staffed. Maybe the alternative is longer hours. Yeah.
Yeah, but though I don't think we have enough work to keep that up because as it is, I haven't been very busy. Sales are going down again.
I hate to say good because why the hell are y'all buying cars in a pandemic?
Yeah, why people are.
You're not going anywhere.
People are still hoarding. I was walking up to a Walmart market the other day, and like a family, like the husband, wife, and even like I think their teenage kid were pushing shopping carts of water bottles, and I'm like,
yo.
Like, I think I couldn't even hold it back because, like, normally I don't like to display that I disapprove of something in public because, I don't know, people are confrontational, but I actually looked at them and shook my head, like, I was thinking, like, are you fucking,
right?
Dude?
Yeah.
Crazy?
Yes, pretty much.
I can't believe they let them do that, though. Because, like, people have been putting limits ever since the toilet paper thing.
Yeah, I don't know if water bottles is one of them. It's probably one of those things where they overlooked it, and so, like, damn it, now we're going to have to put a limit on water bottles. That, or they're going to get up to the check register, and they'll be like,
Well, luckily, we have water bottles. I mean, not that we use them. But my mom got that for us a while ago.
For that,
are they still there?
Yeah, I kept them there. Oh. I just put, like, the bags on top of it.
Yeah.
So if you ever want a water bottle, go ahead.
Fair enough.
Hop it in the
I don't know, but why are people hoarding water bottles for that short supply of tap water that we don't have, and for that quarantine that you're not doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, going to the store is considered still staying in quarantine for the most part. There are some exceptions, but for the most part,
yeah,
I don't know. A lot of people tend to hoard. They hoard water bottles because, of course, the tap water is only infinitely accessible as long as the Department of Water and Power is making it so. So if the entire, world shuts down, I'm sure water bottles will be helpful to have.
Dio Twonky.
I guess I don't see how that's gonna happen now. Like, that might happen if a volcano erupts, if an earthquake destroys the facility, if there's a massive magnetic pulse up in the atmosphere that wipes out the grid for half the country. That's not going to happen for this type of thing.
No.
It might have happened in the 1400s, but technology has advanced. That should not be a worry at the moment.
Can I say... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, can I say, though, I'm glad I moved out of California because I didn't like living, like, thinking about big earthquakes, like, on that fault.
Oh, the San Andreas fault?
San Andreas fault. I was going to say something else. Good thing I didn't. Now I don't look stupid. I was seeing something about it the other day. Like, they're like, oh, that's going to happen at some point.
It already happened.
Did it?
Yeah, there was like a 6.3 earthquake not too long ago, a couple years ago.
I'm talking about, like, the big thing that people are talking about, like, where California just snaps off.
Yeah, that's actually not a thing. It'll be far slower. But no, I mean, there was a recent earthquake that rivaled the Northridge earthquake.
How long ago was it? I was probably there for it.
No, you weren't. No, it was recently. Let me look it up.
Let's see here. We got some chat.
Well, get to it, man.
Megan says, guess what? The East Coast is having a storm. Yay, no more triple digits.
Oh, you'll have triple digits. Just, rainy ones.
Well, Florida might have triple digits. The humidity's still going to be there, though. Buckin wants to know what Sweetie's favorite Hamilton song is.
Quiet Uptown.
I actually haven't heard that one.
You haven't? I thought you heard the whole soundtrack.
I thought I did too. That's one I might have listened to it and I don't know what the name is though.
It's the sad one.
Aww.
Sweetie, Megan McGonagall wants to see an analysis collaboration between us two and Silverquill.
On what?
That's a powerhouse.
We're gonna
puns.
We're gonna analyze. We're gonna analyze B-stars. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, yeah. Oh no, that's.
We were watching a video about that last night. It's like, the comparisons between the discrimination in Zootopia and that. I'm like, I've been waiting for this.
I swear there was a more recent one. Why does it say Eastern? That ain't right.
Taint at all.
Unless, is it Eastern California? It is, probably Eastern California. Because there was a 7.1 in July of last year. Area Eastern. I'm gonna click on that and see, what the hell do you mean? Eastern California, yeah. Well, that's not helpful. That's an entire half of the freaking state. But I feel like it was powerful enough for them to feel it in LA. But yeah, the Ridgecrest earthquake. Let me look it up and make sure. This is the one I'm thinking of.
Big Hornet says, hello everyone. It is 11:14 GMT. He said this a few minutes ago. 11:14 GMT, -3. The official time of hydration.
If you
Cheers,
say so.
bro. I'll drink water to that.
Oh, shoot, I forgot to get my booze. What kind of a host am I? You want some?
I'll get it for you. What do you want?
I was just gonna grab a hard lemonade.
Okay. Any flavor?
Any flavor. They're all good.
And now it's time.
Hey, Louie, how's it going?
Kitty, let go. Let go of the blanket, kitty.
Terrible.
Show.
Yeah, why is it terrible?
It's hot.
How hot is it, Louie?
This is not a setup to a joke. It's just hot.
I know it's not a setup to the joke. I'm curious. Heather, stop torturing your cat.
No.
God, your cat looks so angry.
Well, if you must know, it's 91 degrees.
Amateur.
I mean, it's also humid.
Amateur? You live in Oregon. You don't know what humid is.
I live where?
In Oregon.
I don't know where that is. Is it like a new country?
No, for God's sakes.
Say it right and maybe he'll know what you're talking about.
Mordecai says, long time no see. How is everybody?
We're okay. I'm just knotting this yarn a teensy bit.
Terrible.
Awful, just dreadful.
Clayton wants me to read the Beastars manga.
That's, I don't know, that might be a bit of a long read, if you can find it. Yeah. Ew. What's up, kid? I thought this was like, hey, did you get me a squirt? I forgot the cans look like that now.
Oh, yes.
Like, I don't have squirt, though. How did you get that?
It was magic.
So, Louie, what'd you do today that's fun?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing fun or nothing? You just laid in your bed all day?
Yes.
You are a frustrating child, Louie.
Don't judge. You know. Wow.
Alrighty then.
You know, I was gonna say, being in Florida a couple times, I kind of like it. It's just so green. And I guess I guess it's being here. That's like
everything is
impressive.
green. No, that is true. Like when you leave Arizona, you're like, oh my god, greenery, and everyone else is like, I mean, I guess. So you're like, no, you don't understand. We have like nothing green. Even the cactuses aren't all green.
Yeah, like I was like driving home from the airport. I'm like immediately met with dirt down the road, and I'm just like, they don't have that in Florida. They don't have that grade A desert dirt.
Yep. And water. That's the other thing. You see little pools
Yeah,
and
lakes.
lakes.
Going down to Florida, lakes
Lakes everywhere.
And I'm
I
like,
remember that.
wow. So much. You guys have everything. You have green. You have your blue. Whoa.
Yeah, which are the two things we do not have. I will
Green
fully
and
admit.
blue.
Green and blue. We don't have either of those, especially blue. Oh,
Well,
sweetheart, your stuff. You got stuff. There you go.
Arizonans
She's been
aren't the
doing
only
that a
ones
lot
that
lately. I
do
found a
that.
claw in my bed earlier today.
Silly Billy. You've got
My
to
younger
start
brother did that
using
too
the
because
freaking
he's from New
spectacles.
York, and he came down. He came down for a visit, and he was like, "Dang, I really like it down here. I don't want to leave. I just feel like I have so much more energy down here." And I said, "Well, that's because you're from New York, where everything is just gray all the time. You're not used to seeing this much color."
No wonder old people like it. Makes them feel
Mhm.
alive.
Well, I
New
think
York,
it also has to
New
do with
York
the
has
warmth.
that thing where they don't have a lot of color either. They would if the sun ever shone there, but it's cloudy for most of the year.
Where?
In New York.
New York.
You got it. You got it, kid. You got this. One big leap. You got it.
You know, I'm starting to believe you when you say she's old, because I was explaining why she's so slow about this stuff.
Well, it's either she's old or she's like done with the heat. Like I feel like these are our two options.
Do you want to move my bag for her? Maybe she wants it out.
No, she's got to learn. Of course, she does have this out if she wants it. These are your options, kid. Either fooling yourself off like the young thing you should be, or you've got a nice little screw this crap I'm out up here. Yeah, okay. You screw. No. Make up your mind.
I know, right?
Stupid
I
cat, stop
think
being
she's
cat.
just a dumb cat. Like that's what I think. I think she's just very unintelligent. Like 99.999%.
Now you're just getting
of other cats.
hurtful. That's my baby you're talking about. Look, I get it. She's not like the sharpest crayon in the box. She's just a baby.
You got it. You got it. There you go. The other half of you can go down as well. Any day now. There you go.
Now
I
she's
wish
gonna
I
take
could
her
see
time
it.
getting out.
But yeah, no, it was funny when I went to Seattle, like, the Thursday, so the first day after I got there, I wake up and it's raining, and my sister's, like, apologizing to me. She's like, I'm so sorry, it's raining on your first day here. I'm like, Miriam, I'm from Arizona. Like, I love the rain. What? Even when I was in California, I love the rain. I don't know where you're getting this, oh, boo-hoo, I don't see the sunshine enough.
I haven't seen a sun shower yet.
Oh, you haven't experienced that horror.
I just had a lot of rain, and the rain was pretty nice, refreshing.
You know what? I'm gonna go to Google right now.
We're gonna find out why sun showers.
Why they're not happy.
A sun
Be
shower
careful, that will
or
hurt
sun shower is a sun shower or sun shower, not being a compound word, is a meteorological phenomenon in which rain falls while the sun is shining. A sun shower is usually the result of accompanying winds associated with a rainstorm, sometimes miles away, blowing the airborne raindrops into an area where there are no clouds, therefore causing a sun shower. It's just wind, sweetie.
Huh. I never recall there being a lot of wind, though, whenever that would happen.
Well, yeah, because it's miles away, and miles above.
Okay. You say so.
Yep.
It's logical.
Like I would understand it more if it was, like, small rain, but it's usually torrential rain.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
No, that's when it disturbs me, is when it's torrential rain. Like, if it's, like, sprinkling, then, like, oh, there's no clouds, it's sprinkling, whatever, I don't care. It's when it's, like, torrential rain, like, buckets coming down from no clouds. And there isn't wind. A lot, like, not zero wind, but there certainly isn't enough wind for it to be like, oh, well, it's a hurricane, no problem. Like, it's not like hurricane-level winds that I'm seeing there.
We had one of those today while I was working out. We were, in my workout, friends were at the park, and we were just running an exercise, and all of a sudden it just started raining. Like, we didn't even get the clouds as a warning. It was just rain. And thankfully we were
Yeah,
right
that's
next
what I'm
to the
saying.
big
There are no
pavilion.
clouds as a warning. It just...
Yep. Let's see here. Clayton says, once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, when suddenly there came a tapping. Let's see if I can remember this. Like a gentle rapping on my chamber door. 'Tis a visitor, I said, only this and nothing more. And I probably got parts of that wrong.
No, it's closer than I can remember it.
I've tried a couple of times to memorize that whole thing, and at my best, I only got about halfway through.
Yeah.
I should try again.
I know how it goes, like, kind of vaguely, but I wouldn't be able to recite it because I'm sure it'd, like, skip all over the place. And he's like, and then he starts talking about Lenore, and then the Raven comes in at some point, and...
I wanted to make once upon a time. I wanted to make a short film of the Raven, and get really like emphasizing the horror aspects of it, as a and just cutting the not narrating it, only where there would be dialogue, but it wouldn't be narrated. I don't know if I'm making any sense right now. Do you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and if
Yeah,
not, I can
I'm
always just
sorry,
read
I'm so scatterbrained
it.
tonight.
So basically he's talking to himself?
Yeah, well, until the Raven shows up, and then he's talking to the Raven, and the Raven just goes, "Nevermore."
Yeah. Except that's not what it
And
is.
I wanted the Raven to have like the deepest, the deepest voice possible, that just reverberated, but was also really faint. So it was more like you were just hearing it inside your own head.
You're gonna have to be careful with that baritone,
Yeah,
because then I'm just
put a
gonna
lot
go,
of
"Oh,
reverberation
hey,
into
Mr.
it.
Bird."
She's gonna start being aroused by the bird. That's what she's saying.
It can't be helped. It's a core thing, and I know it's not just me.
Okay. No, like audiophile stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Well, she was over here, and she got me a new microphone. Did you know that, sweetie?
Oh, no, I did not.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
using it
Dude,
right
it was
now,
so
and
weird.
it's really nice.
I ordered it for him. Like he finally showed me his Amazon wish list, and I was just like, "I'll buy you this because I'm sure you really need it." And I bought it for him. The next day, it showed up at his door,
Oh,
and
nice.
I didn't even get next day shipping. That was free shipping,
Sweet.
which is the sweetest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Free next day.
But I waited until she was here to set it up, and I plugged it in a way that we could both listen to how it would sound while I was testing it. I'm using it right now, and I started singing "Mr. Bombastic" by Shaggy, and she was like, "Could you please not be so sensual and into my eardrums?"
Yeah, because he had headphones on me. I'm like, "Can you not? Like, I don't have time for this right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're being clinical, professional."
And I'm like, "But it sounds good, right?"
That is exactly the problem.
Yes.
Let's see here. What do we got here? Mordecai wants to know, how's the swear jar since I've been gone? Have we had to replace it yet?
My jar.
We've been neglecting that thing. These guys have just been cussing up a storm, and nobody's been putting money into it. It's sitting over there. I think there's a spider living in it.
I mean, it's got a couple cents in there. Whenever I have change, I throw some in there.
Unlike this stream, which has absolutely no sense.
That's why it's chaos. What fun is there in making sense?
I should have a Discord plushie. I should make a Discord plushie.
There you go.
Yeah, that's a project.
We should change this
It's not
stream
one of the patterns. I
to
should want.
us brewing
Oh, no,
up
I know that.
perfumes.
But the way I see it, it's just a giant snake. You just gotta switch up some colors. I just need a reference image of him, and I'm sure I could, like, simplify it. It'd be a long snake body with just weird little legs and stuff.
Seems legit.
Let's put a little antler on him.
We need to change this stream to us brewing up perfumes and deodorants, and then ask the question, what fun is there in making sense?
Boo. We're gonna judge you so hard
Yes.
for the rest of the stream.
Oh, that's something there, sweetie. I forgot to mention. Here's a perk about being injured. I can make as many puns as I want, and Heather can't hit me.
I can hit you where you're not scarred.
Yeah, I know. I was like, since when?
It's just your hand. I think I hit you while I was there, while you were scarred. Just didn't hit you on the hand.
It's like,
I'm
I
in
don't know
such
where
an
you got that
abusive
idea. You were hitting
relationship.
me while
I
you
need
were
you
here.
to save me, sweetie. I'm in such an abusive relationship.
You know you love it. And you know you're part of the abuse as well.
It's been internalized.
No. You're the emotional
I have
abuse. She's the
Stockholm
physical abuse.
syndrome.
That's how it works.
Alrighty then. Bigorna says you should buy a Discord plushie and then reverse engineer it into a crochet plushie.
I don't think that's how it works.
Or maybe he says I should have it as a reference, so I could look at
Okay.
it. Oh, yeah.
I'm like, I don't think you can reverse engineer a normal plushie into a crochet plushie. I mean, I guess you could cut it open and use the stuffing, but that'd be about it.
Yeah, like, you know, I haven't seen anyone with a Discord plushie, though.
You haven't?
I haven't.
No, I've seen them all over. Maybe
I'm
because,
maybe I'm just missing them.
I guess. No, I've seen Discord plushies. They exist.
When I worked for the Grand Brony Gala, I did John Delancey's photo session, and we had one girl come in with a 6-foot-long Discord plushie.
Sounds legit.
And yeah, it was really big and really cool, and it took us a bit of figuring out how to get him to pose with that thing because it was so big. It was taller than he was.
Good gracious. He's not a short man either.
Yeah. Honeydrop wants to know, Brawny, how is your hand? It's pretty handsome.
It's looking better. You
Yeah.
should have those stitches removed right soon.
I like how
think
we
I'm
have to
gonna
get
go
the
in
real
tomorrow
answer.
I think I'm gonna hit up like an urgent care or something tomorrow and see if they're ready to come out. They look ready to come out. It's barely a scratch right now.
How long's it been? It's like
A week.
a week? Yeah, a week's probably
Yep.
good.
A week to the day, and I tend to heal quickly. Also, the stitches themselves are starting to turn red, which probably is an indicator. Let's see here.
Because they're not dissolvable stitches or any of that crap, right?
No.
Those usually cost extra.
Bigorna says the only Discord merch I saw is that Hasbro collection figure that was part of the fan collection. There was a Funko Pop
I have it.
figure.
No, not Funko
Yeah.
Pop. It wasn't like the big-eyed Funko Pop. I think it was the same company, but it was like the legitimate looking. It actually
Yeah,
looked like him.
like Funko doesn't always make the same
Yeah.
looking Funko Pops. They actually make good stuff.
Yeah.
There,
think I've seen
there-
that too.
And
I
Heather,
have it
you've
back
got a Pinkie
my
Pie
dad's
up on your shelf, don't you?
Do I or do you?
I
No,
don't
you-
have Pinkie Pie.
Oh, I have a Lyra somewhere. Yeah.
I don't see any Funko Pinkie Pies.
Uh,
Don't get me wrong, she's got Pinkie Pies up the wazoo, but I'm saying like,
I have
you
a
know,
vinyl collectible of Lyra heartstrings, but I don't have a Pinkie Pie thingy.
I have the old Funko Applejack. That also is probably somewhere at my dad's.
I had. I actually don't remember. Did I
So how's the crocheting coming along?
It's good. We got some bangs going on. Look at that. Look at that. She's gonna have that
Awesome.
on her head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how hair works.
Yep.
Woo. Where did my pet go?
Hey, that's
Oh,
looking
it's the
pretty
book
good.
again.
Are you sitting on it? Because you did just stand up. There it is.
So, Heather, are we sponsored by McDonald's now?
I would like to be.
Yeah, I was like, I don't. Oh.
Mystery Skulls.
Oh, I see. So are we sponsored by Mystery Skulls yet?
No, if only.
If they would agree, I would agree.
Mystery Skull Senpai, please sponsor me. He's probably looking for sponsors himself.
Right.
Okay, so
I'm gonna tweet that at Mystery Skulls just to see what happens.
They'll probably ignore you, but go ahead.
yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, do it. Probably nothing wrong.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think...
If he actually responded with like, hey, then whoa.
He shows up in the
Hey,
chat.
they did that for you before. Lieutenant Senpai talks to you.
Oh yeah, Lieutenant Senpai. And we haven't talked a little bit. It was really just that.
So
thing.
do we
I mean,
want
still-
Mystery Skulls like the band, or do we want
Mys-
Mystery Ben?
Mystery Skulls the band? Because this is the official band t-shirt. I don't have any of the animated stuff, which I should. Should totally buy their merch. Everyone else should too. Go look up Mystery Skull animated merch from Mystery Ben. I really should have gotten that plushie Mystery Ben puppy. Okay, so we were doing... Shut up, phone. We were doing single crochet. Single crochet.
What do we got going in the chat, Bronny?
Clayton wants to hear you sing some Disney songs for his birthday.
Oh, okay. Well,
Get the karaoke machine!
okay. Let's see.
I got some Disney songs for you. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know?
Bring it home, Bronny!
Somehow I cannot find who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? When will my reflection show who I am inside?
All right, so the community has voted, and Sweetie has been eliminated. Bronny will move on to the next round of American Idol.
Is American Idol still a thing?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Who would still do that?
I don't know.
Yep. How about I just can't wait to be king, and then we'll.
I don't remember the words of that one.
Let me see here. I'm gonna be the mighty king, so enemies beware. Well, I've never seen a king
or beast with quite so little hair.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before. I'm brushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my roar.
I can't remember what
thus
the
far,
toucan said. Thus far, an uninspiring thing.
I'll accept it. Man, I just can't wait to be king. Oh man, how's it go after that?
Everybody look left.
No, it's not quite that soon. Maybe.
God, how long has it been since
I
we
know.
watched
It's like, when was
Lion
the last
King?
time we saw Lion King, man? Let me look up the lyrics and see.
Where's the end of this?
Wait to be king lyrics.
Well, Clayton says you sing very lovely. Honey Drop says American.
Oh, actually, it's your line, Bronny.
What?
You
Hold up. I just can't wait
to be king.
lyrics.
You've a rather long way to go, young master, if you think.
Oh yeah, you. All right. So yeah, you have a rather long way to go, young master. If you think.
No one's saying do this.
Now, when I said that.
No one's saying be there.
That what I meant was.
No one's saying stop that.
Look, what you don't.
No one's saying see here.
No, see.
We will run around all day.
Well, that's definitely out.
We'll do it all our way.
Let's see here.
I think it's time.
I had to scroll down and I lost my place on the lyric
I
sheet.
think it's time for you and
I think it's time that you and I arranged a heart to heart.
Kings don't need advice from little hornbills for a start.
That's racist.
If we do a cover, he's putting that
racism.
Okay, this is where you do your little rant. If this is where the monarchy is headed.
Oh yeah, out of service, out of Africa. I'm not hanging out. Okay, I'm going to Wakanda.
Did you say the last line?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Oh, I just can't wait to be
No,
king.
we are not getting any Grammy nominations.
Not for this,
anytime
no.
soon.
Now is the part. Everybody look left. Everybody look right. Everywhere you look, I'm standing in the spotlight. This is the part I actually have a hard time hearing. So
Let every creature grow
grow
and
broke and sing. Let's hear in the hurting on the wing. It's gonna be King Simba's finest fling. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, I just can't wait to be king. There you go. We had a little bit of stumbling on the way, but we got there. In my defense, when I really couldn't remember what the next part was, I'm like, oh, because it's a Zazu line. It's all Brawny's fault. I blame Brawny. And that I haven't seen Lion King forever.
I take full responsibility for that one. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, America's Got Talent, gold buzzer for Sweetie, and she wins the whole thing.
Yay!
Now let's cover a part of your world, Brawny. You can start.
There you go.
No, I don't think I'll do that because during that crescendo, I took a sip of some tea and it went down the wrong pipe and I'm still trying to pass it.
Oh, jeez.
We killed him.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Oh, I get it. It's Cowboy Bebop. That took me a second.
Oh yeah, that one.
I was just like, why is Spike smoking?
But yeah, Heather, I'm really glad you got me this microphone.
But I didn't agree with Twilight Sparkle B2.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, and yet it doesn't. Sorry, continue.
I'm really glad you got me this microphone because it forced me to get a mixer.
Yeah.
And now if I start dying on stream, I don't have to like fumble around and try to hit the mute button on Discord. I can just hit the fader.
Yes, I appreciated that when you screamed, like it sounded like you were screaming, but you also weren't killing our eardrums.
Yeah, with like the thing that go bleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can adjust the volume as I'm talking like this, or I can make myself sound louder without having to do anything by throwing this knob right here.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
it
having
looks
fun
cool.
with it.
Nice.
With knobs and stuff.
Clayton says that was the best birthday gift ever.
Aw, well, I appreciate that you like our crap.
That you like King Sweetie.
Yeah. Simba Sweetie and Zazu Brawny.
And I guess Heather.
I guess you're Nala.
Yes,
so.
Heather.
And then that means we're shipped, but you know, whatever.
That was happening already.
Yeah, we were shipped already, so someone make fan art of that.
A few years ago, I used to be friends with a bunch of singers, and we were batting around an idea that we never ended up doing. But what we were gonna do is like record covers of songs that we liked, and then make music videos of them. But the music videos would just be us lip syncing to our covers while driving around in my car, and we were going to call the series Acarpellas.
What you should have done the first song.
Well, see that's not how acapella works, though.
I know, but it's still the idea that we had.
The first song you should have done should have been "What Is Love."
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
I think the first song we were gonna do was "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" by the oh god, I forgot the name of the band that does that.
I forgot too, but we know the song you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tokens. I can't believe I forgot that, but yeah, the Tokens.
You're excused.
Let's see here. Okay, Clayton wants to know if Sweetie, do you ship Mel with Evie?
Huh?
I have no idea what he's talking about or referring to. I know a guy that calls himself Malcontent. and we shortened it to Mal. Are you talking about that guy? Do you happen to read the Equestrian City Heroverse series? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, unless you're talking about... Yeah, I'm looking at their spelling, so you're not talking about the Pokemon. I'm not sure what characters you're referring to. You'll probably have to narrow down for me.
Let's see now.
Oh, Disney Descendants. I don't watch it.
Oh, I did like a cover of one of the Disney Descendants songs one time. I got approached by somebody who was trying to start out a music channel, and he wanted to do a cover of those songs, but through the various lenses of different villains. So of course he comes to me asking me to be King Sombra, oh, by the way, this is the most acknowledgement that this project is ever going to get from me, because when he finally released it a year later, it was the worst gosh darn thing I'd ever heard in my whole life. He just mixed it so horribly. It wasn't the audio levels were imbalanced. There were no effects. There was no reverberation. It was out of sync with the audio. Which, how do you even do that? All of the tracks are specifically recorded to be exactly the same length. All you have to do is put them on top of each other in the software.
I will say there's one Disney Descendants song that I know that I actually really like, and it's called Be Evil Like Me, and I think it's the Evil Queen and her daughter, whoever it is in that series, and singing about like, hey, don't you want to be evil like me? Don't you want to be mean? Don't you want to make mischief your daily routine? And yeah, like she was just a really sassy singer, and it was really fun to listen to. But like from what I'm seeing, none of the other songs are like that, and I'm just like, yeah, because I was considering it for that song. For me, I'm like, the songs are this good. Then I listened to the rest of their tracks, and I'm like, well, that was the only one that was good. The rest of this sucks. This tween bull crap.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a lot of tween stuff. I'm a little old to find it appealing.
At the same time I did that cover, I was working I was working in childcare in the before and after school program, and one of my kids came in with like a Descendants book. She was 9. Let's see here. I'm trying to remember what the name of the song was, but I can't. It's the one where all of the like kids of the villains are singing about how they've been rejected by society. I think it's Rotten to the Core.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Yeah. Which, as a song, had potential as a standalone, I think. I'm willing to acknowledge that much at least. I wouldn't have done the project if it didn't have potential. Let's see here. What do we got? Begorna wants to know if anybody is watching Pony Life.
Oh, I haven't been keeping up with it.
Yeah, not really. I see clips on Twitter. That's about the closest I get to watching it. And I saw Silver Quill's review. Does that count?
So far, it's proving to be one of those shows that has moments.
Mm-hmm. That's what I've seen.
It's got meme farm potential, you know, so it's likely going to become another, like, SpongeBob. Except for the part where it lasts for 30 years for absolutely no reason. But yeah, I've seen a few episodes, and I had trouble enjoying it, but every now and then, like, a clip comes up on Twitter, isolated, not a context, and then it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Clayton wants to know, Heather, please give us your list of reasons why Rarity is the best pony.
Oh, I'm gonna put down my word for this.
All right, real talk time.
Sip of booze.
It's quite a sip. It's gonna be a long talk.
I should probably stretch anyhow.
All right, so while you're stretching.
Okay, so this is coming from my personal perspective, but I just really learned to appreciate her. Because she comes off as, like, what's going to be the most stereotypical character, but she defies that quite often, and honestly, most of the time she's just really fun to watch. Like, whatever she's doing, it's always very interesting, and normally it's because you're not expecting it to be like her. being in just her house and making dresses was one of the most interesting episodes we had in season 1. It had a great song. She's one of the best singers. You guys haven't even disputed that. She's one of the best singers on the show.
I will not dispute.
She's always really fun, and I guess it appeals to the artistic side of me that can relate to her struggles. And honestly, you gotta have respect for her character too, because she's also a successful entrepreneur and an artist. She's found a way to have like a balance of personal life and a professional life, because she has like a group of friends with like very differing personalities and getting along with each and every one of them at different kind of levels. Like her and Fluttershy have a spa day. She has spa days with everybody, from what I'm seeing. But yeah,
at first it was just her and Fluttershy, and then I think later there was like a group spa day.
Yeah. So So I mean,
everybody but Rainbow Dash.
Rainbow Dash eventually got into it
for like a second.
She didn't want to admit it.
Mm-hmm.
She liked it. She liked it. But yeah. And even Rarity and Rainbow Dash finally had their moments of like bonding, because I think the staff noticed that, because she had hung out with like everybody in that circle except for Rainbow Dash very much.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of her interactions are just very interesting, and at least that's personally why I like her the best. She's the most interesting, the most respectable, has just like a very real life accomplishments behind her back. It's just she's a very respectable character, and I think we should respect her as the lady she is. Super cool.
Let's
Also,
see
she's
here.
pretty.
Oh, that's interesting. Battleship Agincourt wants to know if we've read Simply Rarity. It's a great fanfic.
I
Is
listened
that
to
the
it
one
because
by
Dr. Wolf did a reading of it, Simply Rarity. Yeah, it was a whole thing where they came up with their own backstory for Rarity, where she was actually, like, was a child of nobility, and she had a younger sister named Unique, and, like, her family just falls on bad economic times, and eventually it's just her and her little sister. Super sad, and, like, was also, like, wow, yeah, what if her character was like that? Just a really good fanfiction in general.
So it was like alternate universe?
Alternate universe,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
I was like, what happened to the sister? I thought this was like a backstory pre-Podville. Like, what happened to the sister? She got sold for Sweetville.
Oh, no, Unique dad.
Fun times.
Sad.
Let's see here. I looked it up. It was written, or released rather, in July of 2014. And the first thing in the description says in parentheses, "This is an old story that I wrote 3 years ago during season 1.
Fair enough.
Yep. Alrighty then. Let's see here. So no, I haven't read that one, so maybe I'll take a look at it.
It's a good read. Or if you want to like listen to it on your off time, like I said, Dr. Wolf has a reading of it. Maybe he still hasn't posted. He did that a long time ago.
Clayton says, "Don't forget that Rarity technically saved the day in the series finale."
Yes,
Mhm.
my strong girl threw a fucking rock.
Yep.
Like me and
I
Lennon
thought
Black.
that was the best thing, because, like, of all the characters I was expecting to have thrown that rock, Rarity was at the bottom of that list. So it was really kick-ass. I was like, yeah, Rarity!
Me and Lennon, I think me and Lennon were gushing about it on Twitter, like, boy, did you see it? He was like, yeah! Rarity! That's my girl!
Yep. Even though I'm not as Rarity fangirl she was, that was still pretty awesome. Like, yeah, Rarity! Yeah!
It's like, oh, it's about to go down!
Rarity's done with your crap!
Has been shown to not be incapable of fighting. I still have a Canterlot wedding very clear in my memory of Rarity just straight
punching somebody.
punching.
Well, it's not that I don't think she's capable. I just think that, well, let me put it this way. I consider her to have a very low initiative score. You know, when it comes to running into battle and throwing rocks and stuff, that's usually more of a Rainbow Dash Applejack thing. You know, so it's not that she doesn't fight when it comes to it. Yeah, she does. But for her to be the one to make the first move was unique. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
And to make such a, like, brutish move, you know. Like, yeah, I'm gonna throw a rock at it!
Yeah, like, we're like, oh, did Mop Pie show up?
Yeah, did Maud show up? Was that Applejack? Was that Rainbow Dash? No, it was freaking Rarity.
Louis is in the chat looking to get banned.
I think
Bigorna
we
says
talked
pony
about how
life
to do
feels
that
like
the other day,
meeting
too,
a
'cause we
friend
didn't figure it out.
sibling and being surprised on how different they are to the point that you doubt that they're even related.
What?
Do it. Ban me.
Let's see here. Louis, have you just been sitting there in silence this whole time?
Yes.
Why are you doing that?
Because I can't contribute to what you guys are saying.
Well,
Tell us why
could
you like
try.
Rarity.
Yeah, why is Rarity your favorite pony?
Rarity is
Because she is.
Rarity is not my favorite.
He swears he doesn't have a favorite, but you know he does.
What are you talking about? His favorite's Applejack.
No, he said it like while we were playing Battle Block Theater on a stream once. Someone asked him, "Who's your favorite pony?" He goes like, "Well, I don't really have a favorite pony." I'm like, "You're full of shit."
You're full of crap, Bronny. Applejack's your favorite. We all know it.
Applejack is not my favorite.
Yeah,
she's
right.
the one I relate to she's probably the one that I relate to the closest.
QED favorite.
That's usually how.
That's
no,
usually
not
how it goes.
necessarily.
They're either someone
have
you
an,
are or
I
aspire
have
to
an
be.
affinity
Yeah.
towards the teacher characters, like, Celestia, Zecora, Cheerilee, Twilight, things like that. For probably obvious reasons. But no, I relate closest. Like if you were to say, hey, which pony are you? I'd say I'm somewhere between Twilight and Applejack. Let's see here.
It's like when he wouldn't admit that he
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
liked you. Nothing.
I'll kill you, woman. What did you say?
You're not,
Not a
killing
thing.
it,
What's
you're
the
not
next?
doing it.
What's the next question?
The next question says Heather is a slut, and I agree.
Oh.
Who said that? Did Louis say that?
No, actually, he didn't. I don't think anybody did. I think he's just calling you a slut because he's a terrible boyfriend.
It's because I keep calling him a slut. Because he is a slut.
I mean, that's fair.
He keeps sticking his tongue out like a whore.
Yeah, because you find it hilarious, and
Poignantly
you won't admit it.
nice meows.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, he's a whore.
Knife's like, yeah, pretty much.
It's like, I've seen it. I did it once and my mom got mad. I have a freaking video of that.
Right.
Let's see here. Bigorna says I had to come to terms with the fact that Applejack isn't the best pony.
How
It
could
is
you?
Big Mac, and nobody can contest that.
Big Mac is best princess.
Beautiful. We need more progressive princesses.
Definitely not.
He is best princess, Bronny.
No.
Everybody knows it.
If they acknowledged
No.
that Tumblr blog at one point, didn't they? They were like,
You were so
"Princess
very
Baby."
wrong.
Yeah, no, it was a comic, I think. It may have been Tumblr, it may have been DeviantArt, but yeah, there was a comic of the Princess Big Mac, and then it became canon, and everyone went back to that art piece and went, Nostradamus, how did you know?
I think
Nothing.
there was a Tumblr
Nothing.
blog
It
at
just
some point.
became
That
such a
people were running
meme
with
that
the
they
idea.
stuck it in there as fan pandering, which
It was
you do,
beautiful,
it
I loved it.
happens.
I
Best
like how we
princess.
made Lyra and Bon Bon cat dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh man, you really gotta like somebody to want to be that close,
I know,
because they were
right?
into it. They were like, yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, they got married,
let's
so.
see here.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, well, they're each other's better half, I guess you could say.
Yeah, there you go. Mhm.
It's gross.
No, I love how you made a pun, but Bronny can't acknowledge it because it
I didn't hear what you
influences
said.
against his principles.
His frickin' no scary gay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, whatever. Battleship Action Corps says, "Is anyone aware that Trump's younger brother died?" No, I didn't know that.
Aw,
Did
people
he
are
die?
dying.
I know that he got COVID. I didn't know he died.
I didn't know he had COVID. I didn't know that.
Pretty sure.
I didn't even know Donald Trump had a brother.
I know he has family, not that I have paid too much attention.
I know he has a son.
Yeah,
He's got a
he's
few
got daughters.
sons. Robert Trump, President Trump's younger brother, dies at 72.
Oh,
Wow, that's his younger brother? How old is Trump?
he's old as hell.
He's like 75, I think.
Oh my god, guys, we can't elect him. He's going to die any time now.
Well, that's what
Yeah, okay,
that's what
so
they said
we'll
about Bernie.
We'll
They
get Bernie
still wanted him.
Sanders,
Yeah.
the 82-year-old.
Guys, can we stop getting old
I
people?
think Biden's just as old. Like
I'm-
all the people left in politics
Biden's
are as old.
older. Biden's old,
Look.
81, I think.
Yeah.
Look, can we just get slightly younger people? Because I know you have to at least be 35 to go for president.
Oh, he died of undisclosed illness.
Well, whatever. But seriously, I think we should start thinking about not only the policies and stuff, but the longevity of the people we're electing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the presidency, that was the thing when everybody was like, Bernie! I'm like, he's gonna die. If you give him the presidency, he's gonna die. Like that, have you seen before and after pictures of people who are in the presidency? Like, it's a stressful job.
They're dying.
They do not, and it's not like a simple 8-year difference. It's a like, it looks like a 20-year difference minimum, if not 30. Like, it's a hard job, guys.
Yeah, real talk. It doesn't matter who you are. The president of the United States is probably one of the most stressful jobs on the planet.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
I wouldn't be president if you paid me.
Yeah, I know. Like, when you're kids,
and you do get paid.
Like, that's the thing, when you're a kid, people are like, you could be the next president of the United States. And I was like, F you!
Why would you say that
Why
to
would
me?
you want to do that to me? I want to live a happy life!
I don't want to age 10 years in the Oval Office.
I wanna be
Whoa.
the next president just so I can go down in history as like the next Theodore Roosevelt. Like, I want to be the president that starts fist fights with people and survives getting shot.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if anyone's gonna live through a shot at him.
Well, that's true. Not saying that's something one should aspire to.
Or be
I mean,
proud of.
I've been shot at twice. I just haven't been shot yet.
Again, not things to aspire to.
I have to say, I was told at a younger age, though, that I couldn't become president by my mother because of our family. Because it's like, our family, like, there's too much crap that they would dig up about us that would make it difficult for you to get into the office. And I believed that, and I still do.
Well, that's probably true, yeah.
Well, there's an aspect to it, but Obama got into office.
Did he have a questionable family history? I know,
Yeah.
like, the Kennedys had a family history up the gosh darn wazoo, so there's that.
Yeah, well, the Kennedys had the mafia.
Yeah, I'm like, if I think of a president that has like questionable family ties, it's the Kennedys, not the Obamas.
Yeah, no, like, we haven't even pinned down 100% where Obama was born.
Yes, we have.
So, I keep hearing contradicting stories.
That's because people are lying to make themselves feel better.
Somebody's lying, but the point is, it shouldn't be that difficult to pin down. The last time I checked onto it, the birth certificate, somebody analyzed the birth certificate that he gave out and found a lot of discrepancies with it. But that's, neither here nor there. But
And it doesn't matter anymore because the guy's done being president, and I don't think he cares to go back.
Well, he can't go back. Pretty sure you can only serve the 8-year stint. You can't re-elect yourself. That'd be nice. I wouldn't be against it, but pretty sure he can't do it.
I wouldn't know.
Oh my God, Battleship Agincourt says we need to get AOC into the White House when she's 35 at the minimum age. No.
AOC?
You get that woman out of politics.
Okay, I think we're getting too deep into politics.
Yeah.
I'm calling it quits now.
Yeah, we're getting a little deep.
All right. I'd rather have somebody with a double-digit IQ in the office.
Okay, shut up. No more politics. I swear to God, I will cut your stitches out myself.
You know what?
All right,
I
I'm
realize.
Politics, am I right?
Yeah, I think Louis listening to politics in the background there.
No, that's my brother.
No, not Roof. Let me see here.
Well, while we're on the topic, you guys hear about ICE in my hometown?
Nope.
Ice baby.
Immigration.
That doesn't sound good.
People are just protesting around the bus. People taking people away.
Oh, yeah.
I don't really have much to say on that. I just know it's happening.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was going on, so.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it all over. Videos of people being thrown into unmarked vans.
Yeah. Sad times we're living in.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. How's the crocheting coming along?
Finished your bangs, now we're just gonna sew them onto her head.
Like that.
just putting all the loose ends in. Do like this.
Megan McGonagall says I'm voting for Howie, and I'm not sure who she's talking about. Howie Budd, Prince Howie Budd. Is that who you're voting for?
Prince Howie Budd.
Vote Lisa Simpson.
We're having a pretty quiet stream tonight.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not thinking of very provocative conversation stuff.
Am I?
Maybe we should think of topics.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of chat. I'm just waiting for Bonnie to read it.
Are they conversing with each other?
Some of
Yeah,
them.
Brownie, read chat.
I know Clayton
the
said
chat
something about
It's
Disney
not
villains.
impressive so far tonight.
I defy you. Let me see. I think I remember seeing Clayton asking, which Disney villain, so this is to me, which Disney villain do you remind you of yourself? I'd say Mother Gothel, first and foremost, so there's that.
Isn't that the lady from Tangled?
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
let me
okay.
see.
Let me see a picture of how I'm gonna put this on her bed.
She looks like she's smoking.
She
You
is
guys can see.
smoking. Because she's got this in her
She's
mouth.
got it in her mouth, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna lift the camera back up so that we're not looking at quite as scandalous part of it. It's only brawny territory.
Oh, we're on a territory. I guess it goes like this.
Yeah, theoretically.
Theoretically. Let's see. Sew it on there like, okay, sew it through that first. And then you can sew it on the head. I'm like, okay.
I'm out of iced tea. I must go refill.
Okay.
Ew, iced tea, gross.
I'm not a big fan of iced tea either.
It's alright. If I'm trying to be healthy, I like it. If I'm like, screw my diet, then I probably want something more sugary.
Sugar.
I just don't like tea in general.
I like boba tea.
Mm-hmm.
Brian took me to get boba tea in Florida, and we tried honeydew. That was pretty good. But then he got me a gun.
Yay.
It was a Halo gun.
Okay. So, Clayton says that, have you noticed that Mother Gothel and the Evil Queen basically have the same problem? Both want to be beautiful. Vanity certainly is the deadly sin that they struggle with. I'd say they have two different goals in that regard, though, because the Evil Queen wants to be the most beautiful person on the planet, or in her kingdom, I suppose, and destroys all opposition. Mother Gothel wasn't big about destroying the opposition, like, of other beautiful people. She just wanted to be youthful. She was more interested in youth and beauty, and being as beautiful as she already was.
She already thought she was the best.
She already thought she was the best. She didn't need confirmation on that. She's like, I am the best. Or, like, she wasn't actually interested in beauty contests. She just wanted to be young.
Hey, sweetie.
Yes.
You know how in Frozen they have that Easter egg at the beginning where you see Rapunzel going in with Eugene?
Yeah.
What do you think they were doing when all the stuff was going down?
I mean, it's after... That takes place after the film. Because you can tell that her hair is short and brown. So honestly, they probably didn't know what was going on. Assuming that... I mean, it's not really any of their... Never mind, I don't know.
Because, like, you know, you see magic ice stuff happen and you were just on a magical adventure. What would your... Be like, should we help?
Yeah, should we help? They probably were like, should we help? And, you know, Flynn's probably like, eh.
It's fine.
It's fine. They'll figure it out. I mean, it's not like, because she doesn't have her hair anymore, so she doesn't have the magical powers to actually help out.
Yeah. So what was up with the Rapunzel series? She has the hair back.
Yeah, I watched some clips of it. Apparently, like, her hair grows back, and then she cuts it off again. It's a whole thing. Really, it was just some excuse for her to have the marketable long hair during the series.
Which I more or less expected.
Yeah.
Everyone was really into, like, a freaking song I think was leading to, like, the end of their season or something. I'm Ready.
Oh, Ready As I'll Ever Be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that one. Actually, like, that was sort of... I saw it on a music video with something else, and I was like, what the heck? What is this nonsense? Then I learned it was from Tangled.
'Cause I'm ready, I'm ready.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Begorna says I was watching an old episode of Captain Tsubasa, and I realized that I never liked it. So do you guys have an anime that you watched as a kid but isn't good? Heather, what do you think?
Probably Digimon.
All anime.
Digimon is awesome, don't you dare.
It was boring.
It was beautiful. Silence.
Boring.
Digimon was the best.
You had a great theme song.
Yes.
That was it.
No, I loved it.
Digimon,
Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Change into digital champions to save the digital world. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon.
That was great.
It was beautiful. I love the show. I'll probably say can I get away with the fact that the English dub sucked, but the original was good?
Probably the English dub's all.
Yeah, so Cardcaptor Sakura. I love the English dub, and then I found out that it was garbage. Actually, no, I should say Cardcaptors is what was garbage. Cardcaptor Sakura was the good version, because that was the Japanese version.
Yep.
Most animes that I watched back in the day, I still love. Like Sergeant Frog and School Rumble and Oran High School Host Club, all stuff I watched in high school. Still great.
Yeah, Oran's good stuff. Yep.
When are they bringing back Oran? They brought back Fruit Baskets. When is Fruit Baskets season 2?
I think it's actually already starting.
Fuck, I gotta catch up.
Yeah, like someone at my work actually mentioned it. She's like, yeah, season 2's already starting up. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Totally legally watch that.
You can watch it like for free on Crunchyroll. Just gotta deal with ads.
I don't think so. Not when I was watching. Not when I was watching season 1.
That's how I watched season 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
They just released the episodes slower, I guess.
I guess.
So I guess if you want to get it like fast.
True.
Back in 2013, I was researching for a video that I was making, and it was Brony Debate's children's entertainment. So I'm like, okay, I don't really remember my childhood, but I know that I watched a lot of cartoons. So I'm gonna go back as far as I can, just watch a few episodes of as many cartoons as I can over the course of a few weeks. And I came to the conclusion that the good ones could be counted on one hand, and everything I watched was horrible. Like, especially, like, I do remember Ed, Edd and Eddy being my favorite cartoon for a long time, and I even went back to Ed, Edd and Eddy like, this is not nearly as good as I thought it was.
No. I never liked Ed, Edd and Eddy.
I liked, maybe Fairly Odd Parents. Fairly Odd Parents I liked a lot growing up, and I really loved it. Though, looking back, there's some cringeworthy moments. Though some jokes are still pretty funny.
Some jokes are funny, usually when they revolve around Cosmo. I feel like every other part of the series was meh, but Cosmo jokes were usually funny.
I liked the joke where it's like, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my authority as your parent by coming in anyways, and then battering Ram.
I tried to get Heather with that one this last weekend because she was in my room getting ready for something, and I needed to go in there for something. I'm like, I'm pretty sure she's ready. So as I'm approaching the door, I go, Heather, I'm respecting your privacy as an individual, but asserting my authority as your father by coming in anyway.
I think you were saying asserting my authority as your boyfriend by coming in anyway.
And no, I said father. I know I did, but then I tried to open the door and I just smashed my face right into it.
It was great.
GG, Frank.
I was looking in the mirror too, which is right next to the door, and I just looked at the door as he said, and it goes like, and I'm like, oh. He was really going the full Monty with the joke. He's committed.
Well, that shows his authority as your boyfriend. It's like boom.
Heather, I'm respecting your privacy by knocking, but asserting my authority as your father. Crack.
Asserting my authority. Boom. Well.
Let's see here. We got some chat. Let's see. Iris P95 says Gatomon is my favorite.
Gatomon's my favorite too.
Heather still really likes Kirby.
Kirby. He's so
Which
cute.
Which is like, and we watch that anime occasionally.
Oh dear lord, the show? The show was awful.
Yeah.
Kirby, that's the name.
Oh,
of the
God,
show.
no.
Kirby, he's the star of the show.
I'm
He's
not
got more
alone
than
in
you
that,
think.
sweetie.
He's got
Thank
maximum pink. Kirby's the one.
Shoot
He's
me.
coming right back at you.
Shoot
He's
me.
coming
She's the one that
right
makes me.
back at
She
you.
doesn't make
He's
you
got
watch
more
it with
than you
her.
got. He's none of that. You're coming right back at you for sure. Yeah. How can we help you, King DDD? I need a monster for that there, Kirby. That's what we do best at NFE. You better get it with the money back guarantee.
Oh my God, Heather, stop!
Help me, Ronnie.
Kirby, saving the day. Kirby, he's here to
It's a
stay.
beautiful thing.
We can't mute them. They're on stream. We might not hear them, but the stream is still gonna hear them.
Where my Kirby
Who cares
at?
about the stream?
Let's see.
And,
here.
and everyone's like, oh yeah, Mennonite's awesome. It's like, yeah, because he's the only sane one in that freaking show.
It does nothing. He's like the tuxedo
Even
mask.
He is the
Mennonite
tuxedo mask of the
sucks
show,
because
yeah.
he doesn't do anything. Oh, jeez, I'm so sick and tired of like teacher characters that don't do anything, and then every time it's their time to do something, like, oh, I better take care of this as the teacher, and then they last like 10 seconds before getting their butt kicked.
Isn't
And
that
like,
exactly
oh,
what
it's
Celestia
all up
does?
to
Yes.
you now, my incredibly underqualified student.
So basically, you hate Celestia.
Yeah, that's exactly what
I
Celestia
will
does.
fully admit that frustrated me so long. I waited 9 years for a good Celestia moment. We got one.
I love.
When Chrysalis beat her, I understood. That made sense. But after that, it just got to be a little bit too much.
I loved when Rainbow Dash clearly had it. Like it was like, I think a couple times in like season 9 or something where Rainbow Dash is like, yeah, but like Celestia doesn't do shit. Like, it's like, how are we gonna get through this without the princesses? And she's like, we always do. They never do anything. And everyone's like, huh. I just had this feeling that Rainbow Dash had like 150% done with the fact that the princesses never did anything.
You can't tell me that this woman ran the country by herself for 1,000 years, and like we have comics of her, like official canon comics of her defeating other evils, and then as soon as Twilight gets her cutie mark, it just all gets thrown out the window.
Mm-hmm.
She just knew it's like this chick's good. This child.
It's like, well, I've got to let her. Yeah, it's like she's gonna succeed me, so I better let her do it herself, type of thing.
Now there was a comic where she was talking to Spike and said, "Yeah, sometimes I throw the fight because I want Twilight to learn better," and I'm sitting there like, "You better have a contingency plan."
That's sort of what I remember from the whole Crystal Empire thing too, where Luna is flat out like, Celestia, this is a bad idea. We could go in there and like solve it in like 5 minutes. And she's like, no, Twilight's got it. And Luna's like, but Celestia, why?
Yeah, and then Celestia does the Master Chief thing. Hey, what happens if we fail? We won't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
What if you miss?
So that got a little bit frustrating. And they did that. They did that with all of the teachers in that show. Zakora never quite got the limelight. Cheerilee couldn't control her class for the life of her. It was frustrating.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Zakura had. Well, I always thought she had limitations, and then they just threw in that she knew how to do magic out of nowhere. Like, she made magical potions, but that's not the same as, like, conjuring magic and stuff. And then she suddenly was Yoda, and I was like, wait, what? What did I miss? You know? Like,
Yeah,
I
which is
felt like her
ironic.
powers were limited, which, like, to me made sense. So why she didn't help out more? That and she doesn't live in town. So she probably half the time was like, wait, what? Something's going down? Like, she didn't know she was hanging out in her tree. You know, so for Sakura, that made sense. Cheerilee, I mean, you tried dealing with a bunch of middle schoolers.
You're talking to a former teacher, sweetie. I can do it. I know I can. It's not hard.
Sure.
I don't know. I hated doing it.
Yeah.
Dang it! Where's
So,
your
yeah,
horn?
that got a little frustrating. As a former teacher, I was like, can
Have
we
your
get
weird
one
gray horn?
competent
Yes.
teacher, please? And
Mine-
now I've got gray hair.
Honey, it's okay.
No one will know.
No, it's not.
You look hot like a silver fox.
I mean, she's got a thing for my 70-plus-year-old's father, so you know she's into that.
You know, your dad should be president. He looks good. He looks way better than the people going for office.
I don't think he'd be into that.
Get more power to him.
Mhm. I think he probably would be in the. I think he basically like, I don't want to die. What the hell?
It's like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want. Hello. I want to live till
Clayton
my
says
80s. Thank you.
Digimon Tamers was better in the original Japanese version.
Well, the thing about Digimon dubs, in a sense, yes, all of them are better in the original Japanese, in that they're more dramatic and there's a lot more like heavier themes in them. But I just have a soft spot in my heart for the dub because they're so goofy. Like, there's like all these puns and stupidity in there, and I have a soft spot in my heart for them.
Bigorna says Celestia used all of her power to appear thin after eating the equivalent of 10 tons of cake per month.
Seems legit.
I would do it.
I'd buy it. You know you got a problem when even the Celestia fan is like, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, jeez. There was something else here I wanted to touch on. I can't remember what it was. Oh, well.
Go all the way back to the beginning and read through
Guess
all
we
the
can't
comments.
touch on it.
What'd you say, sweetie?
I said go all the way back to the beginning and read all the comments until you find it.
All right, let's go all the way back to the beginning.
How far are we into this?
Well, we're about 30 minutes till the end, or 40 anyway.
Oh, cool. Let's go. I thought you were going to say, like, we're 30 minutes in. I'm like, barely?
What? No. Till the end.
All right, I found the beginning. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters.
Continue.
And God said, let there be light. And there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called it night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day.
We're following along.
No, we can't hear Bronny anymore. What happened to Bronny's voice? Oh no.
Louis! I was just like, is he full of crap? Is that how it starts?
No,
Yeah,
I knew that was how it started, but I like the idea of following along. I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Gosh freaking darn it. No, he's gone now. How dare you?
I didn't kick you out.
Let's see here. Megan wants to know if we finally watched The Folly of Celestia.
I think I actually did. I watched it at work. It was really
I
neat that he
haven't
got
watched it yet.
animators for that and stuff. Where's my stick of poking?
Battleship Agincourt says, please no Bible verses.
That's right,
I'm
guys.
gonna
This
read
is
the
a
Bible
non-religious
just as much
podcast.
as I want.
She says that she pulled out her holy Bible.
I was trying to see if he wasn't bullshitting.
Oh, I could have told you it wasn't bullshitting.
It's just like, is that how it starts? I feel like he's pulling it, but nah, he wasn't.
No.
You just have the Bible open.
Yeah, that's why he paused.
I mean, I'm at the computer. I can open pretty much anything I want.
I mean, I knew at the beginning is like, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth, but after that I would have needed a source. I'm like, and then there was like light and stuff, He said let there be light at some point, and then he separated the light into night and day, but he didn't create the sun and the moon until later. It's just confusing.
Battleship Agincourt wants Sweetie to sing Kiss the Girl. I don't know how you feel about that. I didn't know this was a karaoke request stream.
Sure.
Clayton says, please stop reciting the Bible. I'm a spiritualist. Okay, then you shouldn't have a problem with me citing the Bible. Goofball. Okay.
There you see her, sitting there across the way. She don't got a lot to say, but there's something about her. And you don't know why, but you're dying to try. You wanna kiss the girl.
I cannot hit those notes, sweetie.
Yes, you want her. Look at her, you know you do. Possible she wants you to. There is one way to ask her, which is kind of a problematic lyric, let me say. Don't take a word, not a single word. Go on and kiss the girl.
Is this a karaoke stream now?
Sha la 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 la, don't be shy.
I have no idea.
No. That's not it. Is it? Looks like he's too shy straight away, I guess so. Looks like the boy too shy, ain't gonna kiss the girl. Sha la 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 la, ain't that sad, ain't it a shame? Too bad, he gonna miss the girl. Dialogue. Go on, you two, dialogue.
Do you know what my name is?
I say you two, yeah, I guess it'd be up to Brawny to be Prince Eric while you're all silently miming how you don't like... What was the name she really didn't like?
Gertrude or something?
No, it was... Gosh, I don't think it was...
Battleship Agincourt says, if you want to read the Bible on stream, I'll leave and not come back. Imagine how Heather would feel having no watchers. I don't think that would happen, Battleship Agincourt, and if that's all it takes, you got a problem, my dude. Let's see here. Honey Drop the Unicorn says this is a shipper song, and then she dabs, obviously looking to get banned on this stream.
Hey, I didn't put a
You
rule
leave
against
dabbers
that.
alone.
Look at that. She's got a bowl cut.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Major dork Twilight.
People can dab all they want, Brownie.
I don't agree with this, but
No, there will be no dabbing.
You just went to the
You
next
posted
enemy.
the picture of the BronyCon analysis dabbing collage.
Yep.
So you are not allowed to criticize the dabbers. Alright, what part? We gotta make
I
that
was
back
not in
hair
that
and a
picture,
tail.
though. I took that picture, but I was not in that picture, and I hate myself for it. Oh, God. I think that was the year... Heather, was that the year that we did the LARP battle?
Maybe? Maybe.
Yeah, we did the LARP battle, and at BronyCon they brought these foam weapons, and you could pick which ones you want, and then you would like spar with each other until one of you scored like 3 points or something like that. And Heather and I were watching, and these two friends got in there. And there was like a 12-inch and 150-pound difference between these two people. And I just hear one of their friends yell from the sidelines, forget anime, just survive! And
I like it.
so they fight. And for some reason, it's an even fight for a long time until the guy remembers that he's got a 12-inch and 150-pound reach advantage on the guy. On his friend there, so he wins after like 5 minutes, and then this like 350-pound dude with the biggest afro I've ever seen in my whole life starts like waddling his way out out of the ring while dabbing back and forth, not even looking where he's going. I picked up Heather and moved her out of the way before we got run over. I just knocked over my tea.
Oh, good job, dude.
And
Did not ruin
I
that
spilled
night.
it all over my desk.
We will wait while you clean it up.
Yep. Louie, entertain the stream for me. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
I'm playing video games, unless they want to watch me play video games.
No, we're watching Heather Crochet.
Let's see, okay, then I can't entertain them. I have nothing interesting to say.
Well, let's see. We're getting more karaoke requests. I've been requested to sing the Japanese opening of Sailor Moon.
You know what? Maybe I can
I don't know how that
entertain them.
goes.
Let me see. Let me try here. Anyone seen any good movies lately?
Not really.
I haven't been able to go to the movies.
I mean, I recently watched The Incredibles 2 on Disney Plus.
Oh, what'd you think of it?
It was alright. It was good.
I thought it was alright.
You gonna pay for Mulan?
Hell no.
Yeah.
That's 30 freaking bucks. Hell no. I was only mildly interested to begin with. So
I
I'm
might
like,
pay for it and just.
I'll look
I
up
might pay for
clips
it and just stream
online.
it to all
If
my
they do a
friends.
cover of "I'll Make a Man of You" in the credits, I'll find
fair enough.
Yo, movie night at my Discord. We're gonna watch Mulan.
that. Oh yeah, you can stream it if you have it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I mean, that's fair.
That's cool.
Charge admission.
Charge admission $5.
Wow.
$5. You get if you get more than 6 people, you're making profit.
Ooh. He does have more than 6 people on that server.
There you go.
Alright, we got 22 stitches. It's me, your boy, Stitchy Penis. That's the meme.
Battleship
Okay.
says, "What's your opinion on live action Disney?" I don't know if this question's been asked before, but I'm asking it.
Generally negative. Every once in a while, I'll have like a good thing to say about certain movies, but in general, not a fan.
My nephews really like
They
the
don't
Jungle
really
Book
do
ones.
much with them, so
Jungle
yeah,
Book one's not
I'm
too
with
bad.
Sweetie. They're
Alrighty, so ごめんね、しなくなくて夢の中なら言える思考回のはショート寸前今すぐ会いたいよ夢なくらいよなムーンライト電話の敵対ミッドナイトだって順調どうしようハートマンワンだ今日好きの額に導かえ何度も恵みある夢めぐ恋の行方生まれたのミラクルロマンス信じているのミラクルロマンス It's clearly I stumbled over bits because it's been a while, but there you go.
Sounds pretty.
There was a request also for Art of the Dress. Do you want to cover that one there, Rarity fan?
Yo, I can't do all the lyrics. I definitely like play with the beginning a lot, but like the rest of it,
Well, we can look them up. Let me see.
all right, I'll get out my rarity voice.
Not to tell you how to do your job.
I need to clear out the unfeminine sounds.
Thread by
Hello, it's me, Rarity.
Thread by thread, stitching it together.
Oh wait, that's not
Twilight's
Octavia.
dress, cutting out the pattern, snip my snip, making sure the fabric folds nicely. It's the perfect color and so hip. Always gotta keep in mind my pacing. Make sure the clothes correctly facing. I'm stitching Twilight's dress, yard by yard, fussing on the details. Jewel neckline, don't you know a stitch in time saves 9? Make her something perfect to inspire, even though she hates formal attire. Gotta mind those intimate details, even though she's more concerned with sales. It's Applejack's new dress. Dressmaking's easy. For Pinkie Pie, something pink. Fluttershy, something breezy. Blend color and form. Do you think it looks cheesy? Knife, where are you? We gotta do it. Something brash, perhaps quite fetching. Hook and eye, couldn't you just simply die? Making sure it's forelock and crest. Don't forget some magic in the dress. Even though it rides high on the flank, rainbow won't look like a tank. I'm stitching Rainbow's dress.
Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup duck haunch, shoulders hip, thread by thread, primmed and pressed, yard by yard, never stressed, and that's the art of the dress.
Alright, now do we want to do the reprise?
You can be the
I'll
other people.
be the other ones. Now, the stars on my belt need to be technically accurate. Orion has 3 stars on his belt, not 4.
Stitch by stitch, stitching it together. Deadline looms. Don't you know the client's always right? Even if my fabric choice was perfect, gotta get them all done by tonight. Peek it by your colors too obtrusive. Wait until you see it in the light. I'm sewing them together.
Don't you think my gown would be a bit more me with some lollipops?
Well, I think.
Balloons?
Well,
Do it!
hour by hour, one more change. I'm sewing them together. Take great pains. Fluttershy, you're putting me in a bind. Rainbow Dash, what is on your mind? Oh my gosh, there's simply not much time. Don't forget, Applejack studs must shine. Dressmaking's easy.
Every customer's call.
Brings a whole new revision. To pick up the pace, still hold to my vision.
That constellation is Canis Major, not minor. French haute couture, please.
Ugh.
What if it rains? Galoshes! More balloons! Oh no, that's too many balloons. More candy! Oh, less candy. Oh wait, I know! Streamers!
Streamers?
Whose dress is this?
Streamers it is.
What?
Aren't you going to tell me to change something too?
No, I just want my dress to be cool.
Do you not like the color?
The color's fine, just make it look cooler.
Do you not like the shape?
The shape's fine, just make the whole thing, cooler. It needs to be about 20% cooler.
All we ever want is indecision.
Oh yeah, that's actually my line, sorry. All we ever want is indecision. All we really like is what we know. Gotta balance style with adherence. Making sure we make a good appearance. Even if you simply have to budget, make sure that it stays within our budget.
Got to overcome intimidation. Remember, it's all in the presentation. Piece by piece, snip by snip, croup duck haunch, shoulders hip, bolt by bolt, primmed and pressed, yard by yard, always stressed, and that's the art of the dress.
Woo! There you go, guys.
I feel that song sometimes because it's like when you're going through a lot of stuff at once, it feels like that part where it's like snip by snip, hop by hop, blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Feel that.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't bad.
Oh gee, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what did I miss?
Oh, everything.
You missed a
not
cover
whole
is what
lot.
you missed.
No, I was here and I listened to it. My keyboard's acting up now, probably because I just spilled tea into it.
Ooh, that's not good.
Ooh, yeah, that's very bad. I still got that keyboard here. I can always send to you if you ever need it.
Good to know. Man, I just turned the thing upside down and dumped like a whole bunch of tea out of it.
Yeesh.
Yep. There we go. It should be fine once it dries out. I should probably just assemble the thing and to give it a better chance to dry out, but certainly a step in the right direction that I'm dumping all the tea out of it now.
Yeah.
You know, I actually hear that they put something in keyboards these days, so if you do spill something in it, it drains to somewhere else.
That depends on the keyboard.
Certainly does.
Probably not this one.
New keyboard. That reminds me, sweetie. What do you want?
No, stop buying me stuff.
Get her a pizza, because I want pizza.
I need to buy you stuff.
We don't have to order pizza. I'm kidding.
I'm
I always say I want pizza.
What's your address? I can send the pizza to you.
You're not.
What do you
sending
want,
us a
kid?
pizza.
What do you want? Pepperoni?
She's like, I'm bored.
Yeah, she's like, what are you guys doing without me?
Someone scratch my ear.
Come here, kid.
We're listening to you. You can tell us. She caught a cricket earlier this week.
Oh, good job.
I was very proud of her. I gave her a treat.
Yay. Come here.
What are you looking at?
Here.
Goodness, this little child.
Come here.
She's
I'll
so
put you more properly, but you gotta come closer. I'm not getting up.
She's still so gorgeous.
Yeah. Even though she's matte.
All right,
matted.
so somebody
Yeah, I
somebody
feel it,
man the
too.
chat
I'm
for
like,
me for a second while I finish cleaning up my desk
I
here.
brushed you.
Okay, well, I haven't seen any
Not
questions
me.
lately. Oh, wait, no, I saw one saying favorite scenes or series of scenes from Game of Thrones. It's been okay, I'm rereading the first book. So at the moment, my favorite scene is basically Tyrion smacking the crap out of Joffrey. So that was funny.
Yeah, that was a great scene.
Yeah, I was like, I was in the airplane when that scene was being read to me, and I just started laughing to myself. I'm like, don't judge me, it's funny.
Does it play the same way it plays in the show? Where
Yeah, it's exactly the same way. He's like, he like smacks him, and he's like, if you talk again, I'm gonna smack you again. He goes, I'm gonna tell my mother. He smacks him again. It's like, you get in there and you do your diligence. And then the Hound is like, he's gonna remember that, and he's like, I hope he does. And if he doesn't, be a good, Hound and remind him, will you? It's like, it's beautiful.
And
Why are you leaving?
yeah, and then he goes, I am your king, and he gets hit yet again, and
Yeah.
he goes, oh, now I've struck a king. Did my hand fall from my wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's smacking people indiscriminately. It's pretty funny.
Well, especially when Joffrey, because he's just a little shit. Like,
He's the kid, right, that was on
Yeah.
the Iron Throne. Yeah,
yeah, he ends
I've heard
up
about
being
that kid.
king when his stepfather gets
Yeah,
murdered.
one of the
Oh,
maids
how that
poisoned
happened.
him, right?
Huh?
One of the maids poisoned him, I think.
Oh, how Joffrey died, or how his
Yeah,
father died?
Joffrey.
No, it wasn't the maids. It was like the chick. Oh, what's her name?
The wife, right?
No, not the wife. The wife's grandmother. She was like oh gosh, I forget her name. She's really awesome. Like, she's freaking amazing. She's my second favorite character after Tyrion. Because she's just the sass queen, and she's great. And she killed him. Let me see. I got because there's a whole scene actually dedicated to her being like, "Tell Cersei it was me."
Mm.
Let me see. I'll
Yeah,
just
she was
look
old
that up.
at
Tell
that point.
Cersei
She
it was
didn't
me,
care
and then I'll
anymore.
tell Cersei it was me.
All right, I think I've almost got this keyboard dried out.
Yeah, it's Elena Tyrell. Let me see if I can get the scene up.
There we go. Alright, well, I'm shaking this keyboard vigorously and no more tea is coming out, so I think I've got it. It probably still needs to dry out on the inside, but there we go.
How long is this going on? Hold on. I gotta get to the actual part when she... There it is. Maybe? Yeah. I think she talks about it here. There we go. I'm gonna find a better one, because this is just like a, memorial to her. It's like, that's great and all, but I actually want the part where she confesses that she was the one who killed Joffrey.
Alright, so what are we up to?
We're watching Tyrell about to die and confess that she killed Joffrey.
Just sitting here doing nothing, as per usual.
Basically.
Yep.
Here it is. That was the 2 seconds I needed.
And why did she do this? Like, I know nothing.
Because Joffrey is an asshole.
Like, Joffrey was the kid, right?
Yeah, he was the kid. He became king. He was violent, abusive, and was marrying her granddaughter. And it was actually at their wedding that she poisoned him. You know, and it's like, well, he's a violent, piece of crap. You know, it's the weird thing that Game of Thrones does to you, because this kid was so vile. You actually, even though he dies a horrible way, part of you is just like, oh, thank God. Because he's just such a little shit, and he was on the throne, and it was terrible for everybody involved. So
They're starving you, idiot, because of a war that you started.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright, so Battleship Agincourt wants to know if Silver Quill is selling continuity shirts. You probably got to find those at a convention.
At a convention, absolutely. But given that there aren't conventions, last I spoke to him, he was trying to figure out a way of selling them online, but hasn't figured it out quite yet.
No, yeah, T-Public or nothing on that, or doing any good?
He's looking into different options.
This is going great. Got a nice one.
Well, are we having fun?
Yeah, I'm having a good, decent
Because that's really all that matters.
50-50.
Clayton wants to know if we've ever read A Series of Unfortunate Events.
I've read one book. It was like just a random one too. It wasn't even like in order.
Yeah, I started reading the first one and I couldn't get through it. It was too gosh darn depressing.
Yeah, that's kind of why I steered away from it. Like, because the TV series was looking pretty good, but I'm like, I'm just too sad.
I actually did watch the Netflix series. That was pretty good.
I bet it was.
Yeah. I don't know how book accurate it was, but from what I understand, because I did see some, different reviews of it, of how book accurate it was, and basically the verdict was not especially, but still good.
So, Heather, may I read some chat that you got from outside of the stream?
Oh, sure.
All right, because Northwind, or Swift Yuki rather, is in my Discord server and says, tell Heather that I'm getting her a Saren. This is in relation to Warframe.
Oh.
Yes, so she's going to get you a Saren build, a Saren frame as they're called. And then says, I believe Saren has the biggest booblets. So would you like to give your stream context as to what we're talking about here?
So, just earlier, actually was like yesterday, I was playing Warframe with Bronny, and so one of his patrons had requested that we play Warframe and requested that I play with him because it's like a free-to-play game. Which, very good quality for a free-to-play game. Reminds me of Destiny, but though somehow I think it's a bit more fun. But yeah, I made a character on Warframe, but I was kind of confused because when you're picking classes, it looks like the character's like feminine, like it looked like they had boobs. So I was like, oh, they'll probably let me pick my gender later or whatever. But we get later in the game, I'm like, hey, when do I get to pick to be a lady? And it's like, there are no gender options. And I'm like, well, then where did the boobs come from? Why can't I have boobs? And look, if it's in a setting where I can pick my boob size, I make them big. Because you should see my Saints Row the 3rd and my Saints Row the 4th So, like, they're just character creations. Like, it's the GTA. It was the Grand Theft Auto parody, and that turned it into his own thing. But, like, you can customize your character, and when you make Taz, you can make Big Taz. Like, I'm saying, I had 2 beach balls somehow in a shirt, and it was great. And, like, if there's, at any point, I can have boobs, I will have boobs. And, like, now I can't have boobs? My freaking character is a flat-chested, fucking muscly alien thing with a penis growing out of its head, and I can't have boobs? I want a penis head and boobs. You can't just do one or the other. And also, if the boobs cost me my penis head, not worth it. I want my penis head.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Oh, but anyway. She
Oh,
says,
last
yeah,
10 minutes of the stream. Last 10 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns? Say them now for hold your silence until the next stream.
She says, tell Heather I'm getting her a Saren. I believe Saren has the biggest booblers. I said, will do. Somebody else in my server says lewd. And Swift says, Heather wanted Tig Bitty. And as far as I know, that's just Saren.
Well, it better be.
What? Lewd? That's not how you say my name.
No, it is not.
That's the past tense of your name.
You've
You
been
used to
lewd.
get lewd.
You've been lewd.
Let me go on to Google here and look up Saren. Okay.
He's just all into the big boob.
Never mind. I still don't have a keyboard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, I hope you didn't ruin it or something.
I probably did.
Alright, well, tell me how it's working, and then I'll work out if I'm going to send you my keyboard soon.
How do you spell the name?
Alright, I'll get you a keyboard.
Oh,
Saren?
Saren? I assume S-A-R-E-N, put Warframe.
Yeah, sure.
So Warframe, because there's also a Saren in Mass Effect, so that's going to get confusing.
There's a Y involved. Okay.
Okay, I guess I didn't know how to spell it either.
Alright, Brian, what kind of keyboard do
Oh,
you
those are
want?
some biddies.
Okay, so I have like one of those ergonomic keyboards, you know what I mean?
Ah, yeah, ergonomic keyboards are so weird.
Yeah.
They have like a hump in the middle.
Yeah.
How's
Well,
that?
that's because
My
that's
budget is $2.
Alright, then we're up a creek.
Fine, I'll raise it up to 200.
Like, I had to look at Bronny's keyboard and be like, Bronny, come type for me!
I have been asked, can you sing the goodbye song from Bear in the Big Blue House? And I will have to say no, because I didn't watch Bear in the Big Blue House when I was growing up. I'm
Oh.
pretty sure it was on cable, wasn't it?
Don't know, I think it was on Disney Channel.
Disney Channel's cable.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I didn't have cable growing up, so I didn't watch Bear in the Big Blue House.
I think I did when I was
Mm.
little. I actually remember Bear in the Big Blue House. It was really
I mean,
weird.
I remember it was a thing. I just didn't watch it enough to remember the ending song.
That's where they told me that, like, they had a whole episode about where, like, hey, accidents and mistakes are okay. And he goes, like, did you know raisins were made by mistake? Farmers were growing grapes, and then they left the grapes out for too long, and they got dried out in the sun. And that's how we got raisins.
I don't know how true that is, but okay.
That's so funny, though. It's like, I'm going to use that as an example. I like that story.
And then they threw a party where they raisined the roof.
No, they didn't. You ruined my childhood memories. Like that's like nursery school show for me that I remember. That it was that for me. Dora the Explorer and Blue's Clues.
All things that Dora the Explorer was after my time. Blue's Clues was also cable only, so I didn't watch it.
Oh, it was all cable.
So, do you girls know how I do that thing where, like, I have very vague memories of something that I'm pretty sure doesn't exist, but then it turns out to have existed?
Yeah.
You mean like
Like I
when
did-
you're sleep drunk?
Sort of.
No. I mean, like, how I thought I dreamed cat dog, but then cat dog turned out to be a real thing.
Cat Dog was real.
Cat
I
Dog
love,
is a
I
real
love
thing.
Cat
Yep.
Dog.
Yeah, so I got the same thing going on, but with like a kid show, and I remember this clown chick with
The
a
couch.
and there were dust
Yes.
bunnies under the couch.
Yes. I loved
Oh,
that
so that is
show.
real?
The couch?
Yes, it was something. I think it was called like Big Red Couch or something like that, right?
Or big comfy couch.
Big Comfy Couch. Yes, it was awesome. I loved it, and it was the most what the hell is going on show ever, and I loved it. Because the clown had a clown doll, and and that was a character in and of herself, and yes, and then she did the TikTok stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, I have a vague memory of that, but I
It was a PBS show. I'm
I
pretty sure
don't
that's
think
why I know.
I have ever seen an episode. All I know is that they were talking to there were big clumps of dust that could talk that lived under the couch.
Yes, but the clown girl, she didn't believe in them, so she'd tell, like, her doll friend would say, like, oh, the dust bunny's under the couch. Like, there's no dust bunnies, you know, dust bunnies aren't a real thing. And then you cut to the dust bunnies and their shenanigans.
Yeah, I thought, like, I was thinking Clown Chick. Are you talking about JoJo's Circus? That's another Disney Channel thing.
Here, I'll pull it up. I'll show it to you.
I think that's going to be before Heather's time, because it's
Yeah, it was probably before your time.
A lot of weird stuff before my time.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, she had her doll.
Nah, I don't remember this. Actually, I remember the little clown doll. I've seen the little clown doll before. I haven't seen this chick though.
And that's her
The grandma
friend. Like,
says-
he's like a mail person, I think, and he like rollerblades everywhere, delivering the mail and stuff. So he'd come to visit all the time, because she'd get mail all the time, and I shipped them. But you know, that's a different matter entirely.
I don't want to be offensive or anything, but it's kind of creeping me out.
It is. No, it's hilariously creepy.
Bigorna says, I made my character in Saints Row 2 being the fattest guy I could, then I made it use a sling bikini in a Borat style, and I'm gonna have to hurt you for putting that image in my head.
Oh, we're in the last, I guess, 3 minutes of the stream? Yeah.
Yes.
Last 3 minutes of the
But-
stream. Last 3 minutes of the stream. Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please bring them now for everyone. Just silence until the next stream. Do that one,
Stop
Brett.
stepping on my lines, Heather.
This is my line, okay? I don't care where we're having the stream, my room, your room, it's mine.
Yes, it's true.
It's my place.
It's my computer. I still let her do it.
It's my kingdom. I hope I can fix these freaking issues.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anger. I wasted so many good stickers on that laptop. Those are some great stickers.
There are some good stickers.
I like the shining armor. My shining armor toy is missing his tail, and I don't know where it is.
Oh my.
Shining armor! That was such a good action figure.
Alright, I'm gonna get out my screwdriver, and I'm going to disassemble my keyboard in hopes that it will dry out better overnight,
Okay.
and that I will be able to use it again in the morning.
Okay. I mean, normally I'd advise against that, but if it's not working at this point, I mean, it's not too much harm you could do to it.
Just let me know, and
Yeah.
I'll send you the wired one that I have, if you need it.
Well, if this
I
doesn't
have to
work,
call it night.
then I have to run out and get another one.
Would you like me to help?
Let's see. Oh gosh darn,
All
there
I
are
have to
so
do is scale
many.
the whole thing.
There are so
There we
many gosh darn screws in this thing.
Although, this
You
may
can
have been
pull it.
past the point of no return.
Yeah, you can pull a couple of them out, and just like straight single crochets.
Okay.
Just gotta remember like
I'm
where
not
it was.
even sure I could do it that way. Yeah, I'm gonna need it from like the other end.
So, have we made good progress on Twilight tonight?
Yeah, we finished her bangs, and we put it on the bangs and her horn on her head, and we started her mane. So after that, you know, just do the mane, the tail, cutie mark. Be all done. She's mostly done. Look at her. She looks like a dork.
I don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't look anything like a whale penis.
You have never seen a whale's penis.
I have too.
Is that something to brag about?
No, but it's just a fact of life.
It's like it's facts of life. Everyone sees a whale penis at some point, Heather.
No, I mean you do if you've gone to, you know, animal reproduction classes and, you know, backseat tours of aquariums and stuff.
They do backseat tours.
Well, I mean, like, you know, going into the
they-
back.
Did they just show you the penis, or like?
Well, yeah, it was mounted on the wall.
Ew, they mounted on the wall.
I think so,
Why?
because it was impressive.
It's like, look at this giant penis. It's not
Basically.
mounted on the wall.
Basically, yeah.
I mean, I guess I would too. Be like, guys,
Actually,
look how
Because
big
I know
this
it was
dick
during.
is.
I know it was during a tour, but I don't think it was an aquarium. I think feel like I was being toured through. Oh yeah, when I went to UC Davis. Pretty sure it was in one of their labs somewhere. I think. I could be wrong. I know it was somewhere in my animal, pre-veterinary education. I just don't remember when. I did a lot of that kind of crap.
You probably repressed it, sweetie.
No, it's more like I confused it with all the other stuff that I did. Like, I'm pretty sure it was in the same room where we had, like, a dog's head that was, like, cut into different slices, and, like, you kind of put it together like a puzzle piece.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
I mean, cool, but look at this action figure that Bronny got me over the weekend. It's really cool. It's General Grievous. He's got his 4 arms. It came with a robot head, a droid head, and it's like, hey, if you buy all the figures, you can put together this droid. I'm like, I don't care about this droid, and I don't care about the other figures if they're not General Grievous.
It's like I get you 8 General Grievuses trying to put together the thing, and they all come with just the head.
They probably do. Let's see. Cute. Look at him. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, you spoiled the heck out of me this last trip you were here, Heather. What'd you do that for?
It was your birthday trip?
You got me a belt and a shirt, and God, I wore the belt and the shirt today.
Oh, yeah?
Did you get? Yep. What else did you get me, Heather?
I got you your new hat.
Yes,
He
the
looks
hat.
so handsome in his new hat.
Aw.
I got you the belt. I got you a hat. I made you PB&J blondies. Have you eaten them all yet?
Yep. I ate the last of them this morning, as a matter of fact.
Good.
So, I don't know how much we care, but we went over time a little bit.
Oh, did we?
Oh yeah, a couple
Yeah.
minutes.
I started playing with
Technically, we went 7 minutes over time because we got such an early start. Remember?
Oh, that's true. Well, anyways, guys, I think we had a very good stream. I'll take this moment now to thank my Patreons, DJ Skywalker and Emerald Spencer. They support me on Patreon, and if you're interested in supporting me on Patreon, there's a link in the description. If you go up to $10 a month, you will be admitted into my prestigious Discord server, where
The Candy Kingdom.
The Candy Kingdom, where we can hang out. I have several different chats. We can talk games and stuff and whatever, you know. I've got a few other friends in there, and you can talk to the other pages you already have, which is cool. But also, if you go to lower tier, you can get a kazoo cover from me. I'm working on one right now that's going to be releasing, I hope, somewhat soon. These technical difficulties I've been having aside, I have help. But, yeah, that's something else to look forward to. So if you're interested in that, you can go ahead and go into my Patreon and check out all the different perks. Or if you feel like I'm worth just a one-time donation, which I get it. I also have my PayPal link in the description. Go throw some money in the swear jar so we can have more credence to say a bazillion curse words, as we should. And yeah, so thank you to my patrons, DJ Skywalker and Emerald Spencer. They help make these things possible. So now, everyone say goodnight in alphabetical order. Bronny, you first.
Good night, everyone.
Louie, you next.
Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. What are we doing?
You're saying goodnight!
Buenos noches.
Aw, that's very charming. Sweetie, you next.
Night.
Alright, good night, everybody, and I hope to see you in the next one. I'll see what we figure out for next week. Bye! Yes, I would like to end the stream.
Can't catch me off guard like that.